guys, and welcome to another segment of Home Truth Ninja. Today, we will continue on our series talking about the different types of Nigerian men. You know, I want to talk about the modern Nigerian man. As I said in my last video, so if you haven't watched my last video, please kindly go back and watch it so you can understand me clearly, so there won't be any miscommunication or problem in understanding what I'll be talking about today. So, in the last video, we look at the advantages or disadvantages, or should I say, pros and cons of dating a traditional Nigerian man. Today, we will focus on the advantages and disadvantages, or pros and cons, as you may, of dating a modern Nigerian man. I must say, sometimes while preparing this video, it was a little bit difficult to know what attributes should be placed under pros or cons. And I am open to the fact that probably some of the things I did put as pros may not be seen as advantageous to you, listener, viewer out there, or some of the things I did put as cons or disadvantage may not be what it should be for you, listeners out there. But just take these attributes and make meaning out of it. So let us continue. Now, the modern Nigerian man is seen to be, should I say, the better or more improved version of the traditional man. This is not my opinion. Generally, this is how they are seen. So they're mostly characterized with a very high level of education. That's to say, they have in one stage in their life studied in the university and obtained a university degree, probably undergraduate, master's, PhD, or doctorate. And this basically has brought exposure to their doorsteps, embracing other people's culture, taking bits and pieces of other people's culture and adding to their understanding of culture, thus making the modern Nigerian man to feel more exposed and easily accepting of individuals, irrespective of your cultural background and ideology. Now, he's also seen as one who has or still or is in some kind of white collar job, and he works in a very nice establishment. This may not be the case for every modern Nigerian man, but idealistically, this is how the modern Nigerian man is viewed. So let me just put it out there for disclaimer purposes. This does not in any way mean that the traditional Nigerian men are not educated. No, I have seen a lot of doctors, lawyers, engineers, and individuals from all walks of lives who are traditional. They do this because they believe they must preserve their culture. So you have educated traditional men, but I am just going by the normal nomenclature used if you are trying to identify who a modern Nigerian man is. Now we've gotten that out of the way, let us look at the pros and cons of dating a modern Nigerian man. So, what are they? To start with the pros, the modern Nigerian man will meet your needs. Yes, the modern Nigerian man would always meet your needs. What I mean is that the modern Nigerian man, just like every typical Nigerian man, will see to it that their family or partner is not lacking in any way, except you're unfortunate to meet a stingy or tight fisted person. What do I mean by that? The modern Nigerian man will see to it that you have sufficient food. In fact, you're not lacking in food. He would see to it that food is stocked up at home and no one is hungry. The modern Nigerian man is also very, very attentive on how his house looks like. He tries to be consistent with the latest furniture and interior and exterior design of how a home should be like. Additionally, the modern Nigerian man is also very much interested on how you look physically. He's very much interested on how you look physically because your appearance does matter to him a lot. Now, the modern Nigerian man, another pros is that the modern Nigerian man is very, very independent in most things he does. That's to say, he has no problem cleaning his own house himself. He's not the same with most traditional Nigerian men who expect the woman to clean the house. The modern Nigerian man has no problem doing house chores. The modern Nigerian man is open in trying new things as regards to food and other things because he is not so rigid or fixated on having his own traditional food as the food in the house. He's open and trying new things from Asia, from Africa, from Europe, vegan, whatever. He is very, very open and flexible in trying new things. Another thing about the modern Nigerian man is that he is able to make his own food. The modern Nigerian man can go into the kitchen and make food for himself, for his partner, for his family without any problem, as opposed to the traditional Nigerian man. So that is to say that the modern Nigerian man, when he's hungry, he doesn't need to bother you, the partner or the wife, to go into the kitchen to make food. He can go grab his own meal himself without bothering anyone. He is very independent on that aspect. Another important thing is that the modern Nigerian man is romantic. Yes, the modern Nigerian man is very romantic and affectionate. That's to say, he knows how to make you feel like a woman. And he is very attentive to details when it comes to what a lady needs. So the modern Nigerian man is very attentive to these things, yeah, when it comes to what a lady needs. So if you're a lady who craves so much for a guy's touch and affection, the modern Nigerian man will do you just right. He will do you fine because he is very good at making you feel special. That is the modern Nigerian man. Additionally, the modern Nigerian man is fun to be with. He's not rigid and old school in like, oh, you mind your business, I mind my business. No, most modern Nigerian men are known to be fun to be with. They are playful, cheesy. They try to make the environment lively and easy. So if you're somebody who is very playful and love to have fun or crack your ribs or laugh and stuff like that, the modern Nigerian man is perfect because he could actually joke around with you all day, uh, you know, trying new things. He is very, very flexible and adventurous so long as it comes to fun. And another important thing is that when you have kids, you will see that the modern Nigerian man, they are fun to be around with the kids because they are very engaging and playful with the kids. Now, another important thing I need to mention in pros is that the modern Nigerian man supports equality in marriage or relationship. That's to say, they allow you to introduce your ideas, they allow you to have an opinion, they allow you to build your own concept, and they sometimes buy into your concept and ideology. The modern Nigerian man believes in 50-50 marriage or relationship. Another interesting thing I want to point out in pros is that the modern Nigerian man, they are mostly monogamous in nature. So it is very rare to find a modern Nigerian man who just ditches his wife or partner and then goes home to marry another person. They're very monogamous in nature. That's to say, they believe that it is a one man woman thing and they respect that. If ever a modern Nigerian man wants to take up another partner, he's not going to do it behind you. He's going to come to you and have a talk and give you reasons why the relationship cannot go on. Now, that is to say, he would end the relationship with you if you guys are dating. If you're married, he would divorce you before he moves to the next step. That is very typical of most modern Nigerian men. Another interesting pros I like to point out is that modern Nigerian men are very, very open to having kids through different ways. That's to say, he doesn't mind having kids through different means. The modern Nigerian man can understand that there could be instances whereby, due to medical reasons or whatever, one of the partners is not able to conceive. The modern Nigerian man is not opposed to adoption. He's open to adopting a child. He understands that adopting a child is as good as raising your own biological child. So he is very open to that. Additionally, the modern Nigerian man is also open to having IVF, that's in vitro fertilization. It's no problem for him so long as the relationship or the marriage works. Another important pros I like to point out is that the modern Nigerian man is not gender biased. That's to say, he doesn't care or bother what the gender of the child is, be it male or female child. To him, they are the same and equal. So he is not like some traditional men who would ditch their wife or partner because the wife or partner couldn't have male male uh, uh, children. So now we are done with the pros. Let us look at the cons or disadvantage. Like I did say ab initio in the start of this video, there are some things I did put out in the disadvantage or cons that some of you may not agree with. Please, you're free to comment and share your opinion. But this is what I did put on cons. So let's go there. So on the cons, the modern Nigerian man expects you to contribute to the household. That's to say, you are not supposed to sit at home and be a housewife. The modern Nigerian man expects you to work and contribute to running of the house financially. He wants you to pitch in some things. It could be for gas, electricity, grocery, or whatever bill that needs to be sorted out to make the load a little bit light for him. So if you're a lady who doesn't want to work, the modern Nigerian man is not for you. Now, another thing about the modern Nigerian man is that if you're dating a modern Nigerian man or you're married to a modern Nigerian man, you get to have more freedom as compared to the traditional Nigerian man. The modern Nigerian man gives you freedom to do your thing. So basically, if you have some hobby or some kind of thing you love doing prior to meeting this man, he doesn't meet you and try to change it. He allows you to continue doing that thing you enjoy. If you are someone who enjoys clubbing or going for parties, the modern Nigerian man would allow you to do this, but in a responsible way. Sometimes he may even have to join you. Additionally, the modern Nigerian man would see as much as possible not to interfere with the friends or friendship you have. He is not going to come and tell you, okay, I don't want you to be with this lady A. I don't want you to interact with lady B. Try to stop you from interacting with your friends. No, he allows you, he welcomes your friends, he gives you that freedom to be around and with your friends. So he's not like he's trying to checkmate you, know who you're chilling out with, what they're telling you, what you guys are discussing and stuff. He gives you that freedom to build a perfect relationship with your friend. Another cons about the modern Nigerian man is that the modern Nigerian man can be stubborn and headstrong. Oh yes, he could be very stubborn and headstrong. It is mostly presumed that because of his level of exposure and, do I say, level of education or academics, sometimes it is very, very difficult for you to pass an opinion to him or for him to buy your opinion because he feels like he's exposed, he understands a lot. So, what is it that he's lacking for him to come take your opinion? So, sometimes this could pose as a challenge or difficulty when you are with the modern Nigerian man. They could be very, very stubborn with their ideologies and opinion. Another thing about the modern Nigerian man is they could be very emotional. So I don't know if it was right to put this in cons or if it's supposed to be in Very difficult to know if this should be on pros or cons. However, if you are somebody who's raised in Africa where stoicism or this kind of a stoic behavior is seen in men, where you, as a man, you're told to like kind of like hide your emotions or feelings, you will put this in cons and the disadvantageous side, because in Africa we are taught to be very stoic. You know, we take this high level of stoicism where as a man you're not supposed to cry or appear weak or stuff, and so that's why it's placed here in cons. But idealistically, I think it's nice to be in touch with your emotions. So, sorry if you offended that being very emotional is put in the disadvantageous side. Some women also don't like men who are always crying or emotional with everything. Some women love men who are, you know, supposedly don't show much emotions when it comes to crying and stuff. So it depends on your choice, as I said in the beginning. So if you're dating a modern Nigerian man, you would certainly see this sudden change or burst of emotions differently. Sometimes you may have to find yourself consoling him there and yeah, and I don't see that as a problem. If you think a man should show more emotions, then you can look at it as as an advantage. If you think no, you can look at it as a disadvantage. It's up to you. So like I always say, if you are a lady who is looking up to having a lovely career, and you believe in 50-50 or equality in marriage, or you don't believe that the man is the head of the house, then the modern Nigerian man is for you. I know ladies who want men who they can easily flow and have easy conversation with, because they think uh, these men can understand certain things they say by the virtue of exposure, being the fact that when you're raised in the Western world and you have somebody who supposedly is exposed and can understand bits and pieces of your culture, it's easier to communicate and hold relationship longer, as on opposed to someone who is opposite of the modern Nigerian man, who believes it's his culture or no other culture. So, in conclusion, I would say some of these attributes may differ with individuals, but you may see some kind of correlation if you look closely uh, in them. So, if you're a lady who wants your man to provide for you, if you're a lady who wants your man to, sort out all the bills and you just be a housewife, I would tell you to avoid modern Nigerian men, because the sooner or later he will come for you. He will make you feel worthless. He would ask you, what are you contributing to the house? What are you bringing to the table as a lady? You're not just bringing your body to the table. What are you bringing financially? How have you improved our lifestyle, since I married you or started dating you? He will come for you sooner or later, and it may cause you to be very depressed, and you may start doubting or looking down on yourself, and you may need a therapy to overcome that. So I normally say to women, if you're this kind of traditional woman who wants a man to sort out all the bills, please avoid modern Nigerian men. You would do well if you are with the traditional Nigerian man. So I just want to say thank you guys for listening again. I hope you would subscribe, share this video, and like and everything, and that would make me uh, really happy. I hope I would release one more video before the year runs out. It's Christmas already, so a lot of preparations and planning to do. So that reminds me, my next video I will be talking about the religious Nigerian man. So I hope to drop this video before the year runs out, and let's see how it goes. So this is it from me to you, Hope Truth Ninja. I wish you guys a lovely Christmas Eve. Peace out.